What's going on YouTube? It's your boy CalLife here, bringing you another Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel video, and today we are going to be watching some replays that was submitted to me by a good friend named David. He is going to be showing us how to go ahead and use a Unchained deck. Now, what do I know about Unchained decks? All I know is that they are able to go ahead and take your monsters and basically link them into whatever he chooses, okay? So your monster on the field, that's for his choosing of a link that he would like to go ahead and summon. So anyways, what is he running? He's running 3 Maxx, 2 Ash Blossoms, 3 Unchained-TWINS Aruha, 3 Unchained-TWINS Rakea, 2 Unchained-TWINS Sarama, 2 Kaijus Radians, 1 Dinowrestler Pankratops, 1 Unchained Soul of Disaster, 2 Unchained Abominable Unchained. Then he's running 3 Abominations Prisons, 2 Dark Ruler No Mores, 2 Lightning Storms, 3 Pot of Prosperities, 2 Call by the Graves, 3 Evenly Matched, 3 Escaped of the Unchained, and then finally the Abominable Chamber of the Unchained. Okay, so what I do know is what happens, he could go ahead and summon a monster. He summons a monster, he's able to go ahead and destroy his trap card. With his trap card, then is able to go ahead and summon a Unchained monster from his deck of his choosing, and then he can go ahead and just get down to business and take your monsters away from you. So it's pretty disgusting. Now for the extra deck, he is playing 1 Knightmare Phonenix, 3 Soul of the Rage, 1 Nightmare Unicorn, 3 Unchained of Soul of English, 1 Topologic Bomber Dragon, 1 Burrow Sword Dragon, 1 Burrow Guard Dragon, 2 Unchained Abominations, and then finally Access Code Talker. So this is what he is playing. Oh, and I also forgot, I'm so sorry, he's also playing Underworld Goddess. I forgot to add 1 card. So the Underworld Goddess, which is going to just be also a pretty good card because it just stops people from being able to activate any graveyard effect. So that's going to be good, and that's once per turn. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into the video. If you're new to the channel, do not forget to go ahead and comment, like, and subscribe, as it does help the channel grow, and I appreciate everyone for always being here and watching. Enjoy. Okay, so it looks like he's going second, and he's going against SWORDSOUL. So honestly, this is going to be interesting because he should be able to get negated just because of the Chaizal is able to go ahead and banish 1 card and cause a negation, but we shall see. At least he did get the Maxx off, so he's getting now +3. Ooh, he drew into a Pankratops. That's actually huge. So the opponent does go into Chaizal, and apparently this SWORDSOUL player just doesn't seem to care. He's just gonna keep summoning. Now the good thing is David does have an Evenly Matched. Now Evenly Matched is going to be huge depending on how he decides to use it. It looks like that is actually weird. He would put him in attack mode, I guess, because he doesn't want him to be destroyed, but like might as well just put him in defense just in case lightning comes in. So no Baron de Fleur. David does activate Pot of Extravagance. He gets rid of 3 cards. He is able to draw a Harpies, so he does get rid of the Harpies. Ooh, and then there he goes. So that was nice because he was able to get rid of the Infinite Impermanence. Then he was able to go ahead and Kaiju off the 1 card that can negate him, which stops the SWORDSOUL Chow Fang from being able to use its effect of banishing a card to banish his cards. So he then activates Pankratops to try to destroy him, but unfortunately that's not going to work. So, but now with him doing that, he goes into his 1 card to his Unchained Rakea, and then he destroys his trap card. Now what this does is when Escape of Unchained is destroyed, right, he can go ahead and special summon 1 Unchained monster from his deck. So here comes the Abominable Unchained, and here comes the other Unchained, the Unchained Sarama, which he is going to go ahead and also destroy 1 more card. So Rakea goes to the graveyard and he's able to bring out an Unchained Soul. Now he's going to go ahead and use the chain to link, summon it into Unchained Soul of Rage, and he's going to go ahead and attack. So very strong play. He was able to clear 2 boards. That's why it was kind of interesting that the SWORDSOUL player did not go into Baron de Fleur. But either way, I feel like it still would have been in a bad spot. He does summon out in Ecclesia. By him summoning out Ecclesia, David decides to go ahead and activate the Escape of the Unchained, which is target 1 Unchained monster you control and 1 card on the field, destroy both, right? Now, so what the SWORDSOUL player does is he pops Ecclesia's effect, which is going to get him to now bring out a either a Worm monster, either a SWORDSOUL monster or a Fallen Albez. Since he's playing SWORDSOUL, he's going to bring out a SWORDSOUL. I imagine he brings out, oh, he brings out Longhill. I thought he would bring out the Taya, but I guess not. Either way, David's going to go ahead and use that monster to go ahead and make another Unchained monster. So that does suck. So his monster is just being link summoned away, and there's nothing he can do about it. He then destroys another trap card, and yeah, he's just gonna go ahead and rage. So very strong opening for David against SWORDSOUL. Let's go ahead and get into the next one. Okay, so David is going second one more time, and this time he's going against Tri-Brigade. Ooh, this is going to be a good matchup. Now, if I was David, I would probably activate the Evening match pretty early, but I guess it depends on how his end board goes, or maybe it just really doesn't need to activate the Evening match because he can always just go ahead and link summon off their monsters. So if you didn't know, if you're playing Unchained, you usually want to go second, as it just helps you, to be honest. So let's see. So he does get a Kaiju. He's going to put 1 card face down. He's going to activate the Abomination's Prison, which would let him add 1 Unchained monster, but it does get ashed. So unfortunately, he cannot do that. Now, the Tri-Brigade player, I'm guessing his board wasn't too strong. And there goes the Maxx. So the Maxx is going to pop. He's then going to use the Silver Sheller Tri-Brigade to go ahead and basically get 1 Falctile from the graveyard. So either way, the Ashura does pop the card. Now he's able to go ahead and get the Unchained Soul of Disaster, which is going to allow him to go ahead and link into Soul of Rage. So he is drawing quite a bit. David doesn't seem to care. I think he's just going to take on the Maxx challenge as he goes into, ooh, he gets hit by the Called by the Grave. Oh, I don't really think that really matters too much, but still, it does kind of suck, you know. So he just ends his turn. His Fractile goes back to the hand, which is going to allow him to start another setup. So off the Maxx challenge, he did get a nice clean hand. He activates Falco's ability, sends out the Kit, and then sends out the Naval, which is going to allow him to bring another Fractal. And then from there, he's going to summon Fractal. David's going to activate Unchained, which destroys 2 cards. He just destroyed Fractal, and then he also is able to destroy his own Unchained, which allows him to bring out the Rakea. And then he's just gonna go ahead and play a fire formation. So David was able to delay another Maxx. Let's see if he decides to take on another Maxx challenge. It looks like he's just going to go straight into the attack. Pretty good decision right there, if I say so myself, and play 1 card in defense mode. So okay, now it looks like he's going to summon out a Zodiac. So it looks like they are playing Zeus, which is not really going to help because he's just going to go ahead and take that monster as his own and link into another Unchained Soul of Anguish. And he's going to go ahead and play a Fire Formation Tenki, which is going to allow him to bring out another Zodiac and end his turn. So right now, David is stopping any type of plays that this guy thinks he can have. And I'm actually like truly impressed, as I do not like to play against Tri-Brigades, guys. He is going to flip the Rakea to go ahead and pop the chain, and by doing that, Tri-Brigade is going to activate Revolt, which is going to allow him to basically summon Tri-Brigade monsters from his graveyard to go ahead and immediately link into something. He then goes into the Ominous Omen, which is going to allow him to go ahead and banish a card. But to be honest with you, that card, the Ominous Omen, is not going to be staying there for too long. It is about to be linked, I am almost certain. So while he does get his banish off, he is still going to lose his monster. Okay, Tri-Brigades have so many effects, man. Jeez, it's just always activating. So that does get banished, and that does get destroyed. By destroying the Rakea, he is able to bring out another card. He links now the Ominous Omen with the Anguish to go ahead and make his Unchained Abomination his boss monster, which is going to cause the Tri-Brigade player to scoop. Good job. Let's get into the last replay. All right, so this is going to be the last replay, and it looks like David is going second once again. So from what I hear, going second with Unchained is what you really want to do. So he starts off by hitting an Ash, but the Ash, ooh, it gets hit by Called by the Grave. That does suck. That does suck. So now that gets Ash, it looks like what he tossed out was a Zoa, and so it looks like he's playing Ogodex. I don't even know how to say that card, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't even seen these cards. What does these do? Oh, he's gonna go into the King of Pharaoh Imps, which is going to allow him to add a reptile monster from his deck to his hand. So he does do that. From there, he's going to activate its effect. He's going to toss one card from the deck into the grave, which is going to allow him to now summon out the Kius. And then from summoning out the Kius, it looks like he's going to summon out a Naya. So a level 8, level 4. From there, he's going to send one reptile monster from the deck to the graveyard. Then if you have a 5 or more reptile monsters, you can special summon one from the graveyard. So 2 level 8s is going to exceed summon into a Hope. All right. And then from Hope, he's going to play 2 cards face down. So that's a pretty interesting end board. I really don't think it did anything because he does get Kaiju'd. David then activates Pot of Prosperity, which is going to allow him to just search his deck to see what card he wants. Look, how much did he toss? It looks like he tossed a total of 6. Yeah, so 6 cards he was able to look for. He takes the Abomination Prison, which is good because he's able to add an Unchained monster from his deck. He then destroys the trap card. Trap card then pops, summons a monster, which is Abominable, and then he's able to toss out the Droplet. He does get rid of Imperm, so 1 Imperm is down to go. That's good to know. And then from there, he summons out the Unchained of Soul. He's going to link into the Unchained of Soul Rage. I don't know if I would have put another monster in this row. I probably would have put my link here just because that might be another Imperm, but I don't know. But because he activated Pot of Frost, he only did half the damage. So now it's the Zoa. He's gonna go ahead and just get that from the deck. Then he's able to go ahead. Oh, it was another Imperm. Ooh, so Soul Rage does get Impermed. Interesting. I'm confused on why he didn't do that earlier. That was interesting, but he's able to now negate 2 monsters at the same time. That's why I think I would have put it here, because, you know, just sucks to know that 2 of your cards are now basically useless. Looks like he's going to go into the Cruise. So I'm not really sure what this deck does, guys. Like, it looks like they just recycle from the graveyard a lot. He's probably going to get another level 8 monster onto the field, which is going to allow him to exceed into something. Yep, that's what I thought. Which he's going to go into the Dingir Isu. Ooh, which allows him to remove a card from the field. He gets rid of the Unchained Soul Rage, but by doing that, he's able to get a Unchained Aruha from the grave. Now he goes into Zeus, and I don't really know if this is really going to help, as Zeus only has 3 overlays, but he is able to wipe the field at least once. He is going to go ahead and get a card from his deck, pop it, it gets destroyed, which is going to allow him to bring out his Unchained Soul Rage, which he is then going to go ahead and link. See, I think the Zeus player should have popped that way before. David then goes into Underworld, a goddess, which is going to stop him from activating any card effects that is in the graveyard. So, and from the looks of it, this deck needs those cards in the graveyards to pop, so he's just gonna go ahead and scoop. Anyways, thank you all for tuning in, guys. Good job, David. The Unchained deck seems really good. Definitely a platinum tier deck. If you guys want to go ahead and see more replays of David's Unchained deck, let me know. If you know what else he can do to change up the Unchained deck, also let me know if you're an Unchained player yourself. But anyways, guys, thank you all for tuning in. It's been a wonderful time to go ahead and replays. See ya.